Mr. President, please. It's one step, Mr. President. Yes, good job, Mr. President. Yes, right here. No, this way, right here. Okay.
Yeah, I had to do a double take. For a second, I thought that was really him. And unfortunately for the Democrats, Biden isn't the only thing that's falling. Things are frankly going from bad to worse for the incontinent in chief. We're going to see the latest bad news, serious bad news for Biden, and why his prospects for 2024 are absolutely dwindling beyond repair. You're not going to want to miss this. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Also, if you would, please share this video with friends and family. We are once again being throttled by big tech, so I need your help to get the hopeful message of this channel out to as many people as possible. Things are not looking good for Sleepy Joe, the incontinent in chief. In fact, things are going from bad to worse. The latest Zogby poll shows that support for Biden among Muslims, once super high, has absolutely plummeted. Biden's approval rating among Arab Americans has gone from 74% in 2020 to now just 29%. Support for Biden in the upcoming election has dropped from nearly 60% in 2020 to today a mere 17%, marking a 42% decrease since 2020. Now, the key here is that Muslim and Arab Americans were instrumental in Biden's support back in 2020, especially in swing states like Michigan, which has one of the highest Muslim populations in the nation. It's the sixth largest in the country. So, for example, the city of Hamtramck in Michigan, they're located just outside of Detroit. They are the first Muslim majority city in the nation with the first Muslim majority city council. Well, these voters are coming out and they are saying that there is no way they're going to back Biden precisely because of his support for Israel over the Palestinians in their conflict. Now, again, the news just keeps getting worse for Biden. According to Zogby, for the first time ever in their polling, more Arab Americans now identify as Republicans than Democrats, and by a lot. The data reveals that 32% of Arab Americans now identify as Republicans, while only 23% identify as Democrats. In fact, more Arab Americans now identify as independents than Democrats. I mean, this polling is absolutely brutal, and it gets worse. Look at this from Gallup. This just came out. Biden's overall approval rating among all voters has dropped to a humiliating 37%, one of the lowest ever recorded, 37%. Now you know why they're trying to lock Trump up. Now you know why they've defaulted to the corrupt courts to try to take Trump out, because obviously voters aren't going to do it. Obviously, the voters are going to... Look, as we've been reporting now for the last few weeks, you're going to love this. More and more Democrat strategists and pundits are openly beginning to panic. They are admitting that Biden can't win. His coalition is completely unraveling. I'm going to show you exactly how. You're going to love this. But first, gang, with everything going on right now, from wars breaking out around the world to the advent of central bank digital currencies, the radical instability and unpredictability that surrounds us requires that we become smart with our money. We never know what's really going to happen, often until it's too late. And so that's why I partnered with the amazing company Goldco, because I know the patriots there are ready to help you and guide you at a time like this. So go ahead and click on the link below right now to get your very own gold and silver kit absolutely free. This gold and silver kit shows you how to get into precious metals tax-free and penalty-free, even if your money's still in a retirement account like an IRA or 401k. And get this, you may already qualify to get up to $10,000 in free silver. I told you they're patriots and they're here to help you. We've seen the writing on the wall, gang. Don't wait until it's too late. Defend your freedom by clicking on that link below right now and get your free gold and silver kit today. Trump has been leading Biden, the RCP aggregate polling average, for weeks now. The RCP average the day before the 2020 election was Biden +5. In fact, the RCP aggregate never had Trump leading Biden, not once in 2020. Trump is now leading Biden. But again, it gets better. Take a look at this. no individual poll featured in the RCP aggregate, not one, had Trump leading in the final months of 2020. There was one Rasmussen poll in early September that had Trump winning by 1, but that was basically it. Now, 4 years later, 4 years later, Trump is tied or leading in virtually every poll. Now, this pattern is precisely why pollster Larry Sabato, the crystal ball, who's absolutely rabidly anti-Trump, is sounding the alarm. He cited a New York Times Siena poll that came out that showed that Biden and Trump are now officially tied. And again, you had plenty of liberals like, so what? Big deal, right? Well, as you can see, the reason why Sabato is so utterly freaked out is because the final New York Times Siena poll back in 2020 had Biden up by 9, 50-41. They're now tied. And Sabato recognized that, of course, means a massive Trump victory in the Electoral College. He's talking it's 2016 all over again when Trump became the first Republican to win over 300 electoral votes in 30 years. And that pattern is what we're seeing with every major poll. Quinnipiac, Emerson, Harvard-Harris, New York Times, CNN, all of them are showing a double-digit swing towards Trump over Biden since 2020. Now you know why they're indicting him. Now you know why they want to throw him in jail. Now you know why there's an utterly ridiculous attempt in Colorado to try to get Trump removed from the ballot there. Again, ask yourself this. Seriously, ask yourself this. Why on earth would Democrats be doing all of this? Why would they be engaged in all of this obvious weaponized lawfare if they really believe Biden got 81 million votes in 2020? If Biden got 80 million votes in 2020, what's the problem? He'll just go ahead and crush Trump all over again in 2024, won't he? Won't he? 81 million votes is a lot of votes, far more than Barack Obama ever got. So what's the problem here, Democrats? Well, of course, we all know what the problem is. We all know that despite all of their shenanigans, in the end, Biden, quote, beat Trump in 2020 by only 30,000 votes. 10,000 in Arizona, 10,000 in Georgia, and 20,000 in Wisconsin. And the Wisconsin ones were all thrown out back in 2022 by a judge. They know they're not going to be able to pull off another 2020. And so the Democrats are panicking. And every indictment, every mugshot, every kangaroo court, it's an admission. It's an admission that they know that apart from some weaponized legal intervention, they know Trump is going to crush Biden in 2024. And yet the joke's on them. Because the more they legally persecute Trump, the more popular he gets. The more they persecute, the more popular he gets. For Biden and the Democrats, 2024 is looking more and more ominous indeed. Are you ready to join the resistance? Because I'm leading a group of dedicated, courageous patriots who can lead a spearhead into the heart of the secular globalist establishment. We punished Bud Light and Target, driven CNN and the legacy media to near bankruptcy, forced BlackRock to backtrack on ESG, and now we're seeing our conservative-dominated Supreme Court ending affirmative action and protecting religious liberty. In my Insiders Club, I show you concrete steps to take locally and online that will only keep this mass uprising going until the battle is won. Don't wait. Click the link in my description below and join my Courageous Patriots Insiders Club today.